Okay, I'm going to tell a bit of a story now, and then obviously I'm going to go in and explain of how I sort of fixed this problem. Back in 2008, it was a crazy time. I just got out of prison in 2008 and basically I'd met somebody in jail, and we come home and had a bright idea. It was like gone in 60 seconds. It was orders for vehicles, high performance cars, and basically going on a forecourt suited and booted and driving off with the vehicle and then selling the vehicle. Cut a long story short, I had a Subaru, blue one, and ended up in a police chase in the car, and ended up smashing the car into a wall at 120 miles an hour. Ended up severely hurt, got out, sort of dragged off by the police, etc. And about 2 years later, I was constantly having flashes of hitting the window screen, the trauma that come after the being dragged out by the police with dislocated shoulder, dislocated leg. And it got me later on, once I realised and got my head around obviously PTSD, and started to research myself, started to do the sort of courses and to learn about the brain and how the brain is a record of the past, and you're in charge basically. You haven't got to let that record produce the emotions and the chemicals in your system to make it so you constantly relive that past. So I went through and I did many different sort of meditations. I sat in Bulgaria on rooftops doing meditations, trying to learn how to understand that the firing of the process of understanding that you're the observer of them thoughts in that sort of storage system, and trained in something called NLP, which basically is you putting the filing cabinet back together and not letting and understanding that when them memories come through on the storage system, that you just acknowledge them. They're not there, they can't produce the emotions, etc. And it was quite a good process to learn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2-day course where I sort of show the effects of what you can actually do over a period of time with yourself, with your brain, to be able to sit there and understand that every thought has a vibration, has a frequency, and them frequencies and them thoughts produce chemistry, and then them chemicals produce the feelings and the emotions inside you. You're in charge of that. You can stop that from happening, and you can have that producing good thoughts, good memories, good sort of moving forward, because you can't live from the hormone. Your body gets addicted to the hormones of stress, okay? It's a very addictive hormone. So when you switch that on its head, you're then living in the present moment. You're not living off the memories of the past hormones, and you're not predicting your future. You're living in the present moment, which is basically where you can create and you can do anything. You've got nothing influencing, okay? So I got my head around this and understood it, and started to put into practice 2 meditations. Waking up in the morning and firing the thought process of being able to be clear of what you're wanting to do, instead of waking up and thinking about the past or thinking about what this happened, that happened, and going before you go to bed. A lot of people don't realise before they go to sleep that they sit and they think about the day, and it's the negatives. So you're then going to sleep on a negative emotion. So you don't want to be doing that. You want to go to sleep on positive emotions, on emotions that produce hormones in your body that are good, not ones that are producing hormones for fight and flight. So yeah, I went through it and cracked it, smashed it on its head. It took me 2 years to learn and to get into the sort of understanding of how it produces chemicals and how it produces the different actions, and how your present reality comes from how your thought processes.